Well, Shea is shining tonight, and this is the second of 3 games scheduled in this ballpark, and the man for whom it's named just popped in and said howdy. William Shea, the attorney who fought the good fight to get this great facility constructed. The weather is mild and dry, and the temperature 55. Humidity is very high, though, as you can see. Very light wind, and with that much humidity, the ball may not carry quite like it did yesterday in this ballpark.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the Mets.
A clean break with Ivory.
Merchandising-wise, they're the best.
A player can command 6 figures easily if they're very successful and if they are the type of representative that the client is looking for.
Of course, the Mets figures everybody's talking about are those achieved on the field. But off the field, they may be larger than life. And the 1986 Mets have been going regularly to the bank, alternately busy as video stars, video jockeys,
We will be back. We've got John Fogerty talking to his
authors, spokesmen, cover boys, just about anything you can think of. This Mets mania is selling. That's a picture advertisers like.
We believe that for every dollar we invest in advertising and marketing, we should get at least $1.75 in value. We've gotten at least that with the Mets.
Well, certainly it helps when you're winning. It helps when you're winning and you're playing exciting baseball and you have the personalities.
But there's more to it than winning and personality. Many believe the Mets' current fortunes are a product of design, carefully nurtured by a shrewd organization.
You're dynamite. You're dynamite. Your killers get a little bit more spice, a little bit more variety in the answers. Have some more fun.
These players are participating in a workshop dealing with the media. The Mets are one of the few teams to employ such a system, which bears a likeness to the real thing, maybe not quite as rough. So while the ball players are winning on the field, the front office offers some impressive credentials of its own.
There are instances in the past where a club starts to go on a hot streak and everything becomes a la carte. And I don't think the Mets have not exploited or taken advantage of everyone. They have been equitable, they've been fair, and they've given good value for an involvement with their ball club.
But the Mets may be just riding the wave of baseball's renewed popularity.
Today's game is completely sold out.
For the first time in the sport's history, every team exceeded 1 million in attendance. And marketing revenues for the major leagues as a whole are up 20%. And one other thing.
New York is where it happens. It is the best place. And being that the Mets are here, you can't miss.
Milwaukee, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Kansas City, Seattle just don't get the same attention that New York does.
For whatever the reasons, the Mets are harvesting their success and location. Comparisons are already being drawn to last year's all-media team, the Chicago Bears. Big bucks for a larger-than-life lineman, an outrageous quarterback,
Outrageousness.
and a future Hall of Famer into their own version of the Madison Avenue Shuffle.
I think the New York Mets are far more marketable than the Bears.
I think that advertisers can't get enough.
If the Mets win the World Series, I feel that several of the Mets can make an enormous amount of money, and I'm talking about millions.
To further amplify, let's take the case of players in the National League. But Houston is not a marketing center, and Jose Cruz just simply hasn't had the high public profile he might have had if he had played in the Big Apple. Fair or not, it's a fact of life. Highlights of Game 5. America.
This just one priceless memory. After home runs by Boston's Gedman and California's Boone had left the score 2-1 Bo Sox, Angel Bobby Grich hit that 6th-inning fly ball that Boston center fielder Dave Henderson, in the game for Tony Armas, boosted over the wall for a 2-run homer and a 3-2 California lead. The Angels went to the top of the 9th, up 5-2. 3 outs from celebrating Gene Mauch's first World Series visit in a quarter-century of managing. But with 1 out, Don Baylor hit That two-run homer that brought the Red Sox to within 5-4. Then with 2 out, and again a man on base. Ironically, it was Dave Henderson facing Donnie Moore on in relief of California starter Mike Witt. And Henderson's home run put the Red Sox ahead in the game, redeeming the young man whose year had begun in Seattle for his earlier misplay of Gritch's fly ball. In the bottom of the ninth, it was the Angels who came back. Rob Wilfong singled to right field, scored Rupert Jones running for Bob Boone from second base as Jones's great slide eluded Gedman's tag at the plate. The battle raged in extra innings. Great defensive plays on both sides. Again, it was Henderson whose sacrifice fly with the bases loaded gave the Red Sox the lead in the top of the 11th. And the final irony in the bottom of the 11th. Calvin Schiraldi, on the day following the worst night of his life, got Brian Downing, of all angels, for the last out in the Red Sox victory that narrowed the series lead to 3-2 and sent it back to Fenway Park.
Well, the road leading to Shea has been traveled already by those who have a ticket. Those who don't come. We'll be back for Game 4 of the National League Championship Series after this word from your local station.